Hello everybody. It has been a while since I have recorded a YouTube video. Actually, I have recorded YouTube videos. I just haven't done anything with the content that I've recorded. I did kind of a second part to building my van and forgot that I was filming it halfway through, so there wasn't enough content to make a video with. And I filmed lots of content here and there. But I was called just the other day when I was doing a big card spread for myself to do a collective reading again, and that it was time to share something. And as I have sat down to do this just prior to filming this video, the information that came out was quite there's quite a lot there. There's quite a lot to dive into, quite a lot to go through, and so I wanted to almost make this like a part 2 to the TikTok video that I just created. However, if you haven't watched that, that's fine. We're going to go through some of the energies here. I already have some cards pulled, and I have sort of reshuffled them different to the order that they came out in, because there is definitely a message that came through loud and clear that wanted to be addressed. Firstly, one after the other, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands came out. No, Swords, sorry. We had the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords come out, and then not long after, the Knight of Swords. This energy is so... it's not one and the other. I'm not getting one and the other. I'm getting from this into this, bringing these two things together, the Queen and the King of Swords. Can you see how she's almost passing the torch, the energy, the sight, the attention is going over to him? And I feel like it's almost this place of being in our inner feminine, and that's exists within all of us, male and female, and instead of shifting from the feminine to the masculine, we are working with this feminine energy to carry us in our masculine and to be present within our masculine, and how to work with these two things together. And this is coming in hot. This is coming in so fast. This ability to put these two things together is coming in so quickly. And then we had the Two of Cups come out, and then the Emperor and the Empress. Do you see what I'm talking about? This energy again is reflected tenfold so potently. This duality of the masculine and the feminine, and the coming together of it, instead of this switch, one or the other, or I'm in my feminine energy today, or I'm in my masculine energy today, or I need to tap into my feminine more, I need to tap into my masculine more. It's more about this duality, this divine union of the two together, coinciding together, existing together, creating and birthing and achieving together, because they both exist within both of us. And I think the key is really learning how to bring these two energies into alignment, into union. And this is what is happening in the collective. I said this in my other video, I have seen so many people in my life, on my social media, just reflected around me, stepping into their feminine for the last 24 months, 2 years. They've been creating and dancing and becoming softer and slower and nurturing, and just birthing creation and desire and passion into their lives, and tapping into their sensuality and who they really are, and not letting the effects of everything else sort of come into play. It's been a process, but it's definitely been what is happening. And I think that now, rather than stepping from that energy into a masculine energy as a collective, we're actually going to integrate that feminine into the masculine, which is the world in which we live. It is very masculine based, and I think we're learning how productivity and creation can go hand in hand. We're learning how nurturing and accountability can go hand in hand in achieving what it is that we desire, again, hand in hand. we had the King of Wands and the Six of Wands? Yeah, and the Six of Wands come out. And I think that energy is really giving this, it's time to celebrate the work that we've done. It's time to celebrate and to acknowledge and to sit in and bathe in and relish in the work that we have put in to healing and to growing and to just acknowledging these things that exist within us and understanding that we aren't the same person every single day, you know, and that we do deserve to be happy. We do deserve all of the things that are gifted to us that come our way. And I think that a lot of us, I think in everybody's life, we are faced with feelings of inadequacy or not being good enough or being too much or not being worthy of love or not deserving love and all of these types of themes. And I think we're moving away from this concept and we're moving into a more unified, a more cohesive, coherent energy, which honestly it makes me emotional thinking about as I'm sitting here right now, because there is so much in the world, the Ace of Swords, there is so much in the world that's heavy right now, and systems are crumbling and things are happening that are beyond any one person's control, and we can feel really helpless. So there's a lot of that energy. There's a lot of that energy coming through. I'm seeing 222. And the ace, the suite of aces in like a standard card deck. Yeah, and I think we're really stepping into a time where what is failing us as humanity is starting to fall away. The systems are crumbling. I don't doubt that there will be a time in the rebuild where we see some pretty scary things with the advancements of technology that we have, and things like that. But ultimately, this is all happening so that new systems can be born, new beliefs can be birthed, new ways of living and being can be embodied more freely. Yeah, and with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it's like this, it's coming in so quickly, this balance of our own belief system and our own philosophy and how we embody that and how we actually step into that in our everyday lives. Because it's one thing to believe I'm worthy of love, and it's another thing to stand there and accept love after a lifetime of not accepting those things, of not believing that you did. So it's coming in quickly though. Like, this is going to be like a moment where you just sit there and you go, like, I have a choice. We all have a choice right here, right now, to rewrite those patterns, to leave that behind. Thank you. You've served me up until this point. I shower you with love, but moving forward, I'm going to let love in, and I'm going to pour love into places that I know it's going to be appreciated. No longer will I pour my all into systems, into companies, into people, into relationships, into jobs, into tasks and projects that don't fulfill me, that don't reciprocate my love, that don't have any respect or desire to support me as I support them, whatever it may be. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything more that wants to come out for this collective spirit? Okay, wow. Oof. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. How many pages do we have? My goodness. and the Six of Swords. Wow. Also, what came through at the start of the other spread, I don't know if you guys watch it, I don't think it's a big thing, but the Chicken Girls theme song, which the words are, we fly so high, we fly together, we are a girl gang like birds of a feather. So I don't know if that resonates to you at all, but that came in and it just popped up again. So clearly if you're watching this and you haven't seen the TikTok video, then you needed to hear that. Yeah, there's this energy of a new, like, pentacles are a seed. There's something being planted. There's something that needs to be nurtured and loved and held for so long before they can come into the physical plane. And I feel like there is going to be a tangible side to this. There is going to be something that you can physically hold, see, touch, feel, taste in your life that reflects what I'm talking about here in this spread. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess, I feel like there is this new seed, this philosophy of our own, this belief of our own that we are now moving forward into nurturing and loving and holding and feeding and growing, because we are ever-changing beings. We will constantly evolve, we will constantly change, we will constantly learn and shift perspectives and ideas and desires and wants and needs. And there is definitely the fine-tune of some part of our philosophy in particular that we're going to be nurturing through this next phase. And it's going to grow, like, it's going to be the birth and the foundational pillar of what it is that we're stepping into next, what it is that we're believing and working on and strengthening and building our knowledge on, you know. Me, myself, I've just started looking into the gene keys. I had a dear friend give me the gene key book and I opened up Gaia, and there is the gene key thing, and like that is something that I think I'm going to work on, and that's opened a whole world of little seeds that are being planted within me, and places and areas in which I can focus some of my attention, and it can sort of fuel my belief and my own philosophy with grace. It's not this all or nothing approach, which for me is usually how it goes. It is this balanced alignment of prioritizing who I am, what I believe, what I want, and how I project that to the world, how I share that with the world, how I embody that every single day. Because you can't call in people who are aligned, you can't call in opportunities that are for you, that are going to help you grow, that are supportive of you, if you are not in the vibration that you so desperately crave to be in. You know, you need to embody this. You need to be showing the world what it is that you want to call in, so that, you know, consciousness, spirit, universe, God can bring that into your life and shower you with that. And it's kind of letting this part of you that has gathered all of these little seeds. Like, I feel like all of these little things that we're working on are little things that have been planted in our minds already, you know, and it's letting that subconscious part of ourselves that already knows those things sort of like row the boat. It's like taking us there. I'm seeing the chariot in my mind's eye, like, sit back right now. You're being taken exactly where you need to go. There's no point swimming with the stream because it's taking you there anyway. Just relax and take that next step that is right in front of you, and then the next one after that will come when it comes. Do not worry about the second step. Do not worry about where it leads. Do not worry about any of that. Just put your all, your everything into what you are doing in this present moment, what you are feeling in this present moment, and honor it. Speak your truth. Let the people that are around you know how you're feeling and thinking and where you're at spiritually and in your own journey and on your own path. And yeah, just allow all of these things to unfold. It makes me really happy to read a spread like this, and it feels really good to sit down and do a collective reading again. I don't think I've posted a collective reading like this on YouTube before. 1515 as I looked up. I'm seeing 222. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups here. Sevens, I'm seeing sevens. 678, 678, yeah. Progression, moving forward. Yeah. So, look, if this resonates with you, if you feel like you've been feeling this energy and tapping into this energy yourself in your life, in your internal world, then drop a comment below, share your thoughts, your opinions. I'd love to have a conversation in the comments with you all, and I appreciate you all so much, and I'm sending you all so much love, and I hope to see you again soon. I feel so inspired to create content and share lessons and teachings, and I am relinquishing the expectation of what that might look like, but I do feel that it may reflect in my social media platforms. So without further ado, I hope to see you all soon. Have the most amazing day, week, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and I will be with you all.